breakfast for two.
Thank you, Abby. You see, all is in the open and our world is not falling apart.
We have nothing to hide.
Correct. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to have second thoughts on this idea of people stopping in unexpectedly.
Aren't you going to see who it is?
Shall I get the door, sir?
Yes, sorry to bother you, dear.
No bother at all, sir. On. Hello, Miss Alderson. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm very well, thank you, Annie. Is Mr. Godwin in?
Oh, yes, he is. I'll tell him you're here.
Thank you.
It's Miss Alderson to see you, sir.
Amelia Alderson?
Yes. I wonder what she wants.
I wonder as well.
I think I'll ask her.
Perhaps you should.
Hello, Godwin. I know I should have sent a message ahead of visiting.
That's all right, Amelia. Dropping in is the new trend, isn't it?
Well, you see, Father and I were... Excuse me, Godwin, but aren't you going to invite me in?
Yes, of course. Eventually.
There's something wrong, Godwin. Have I come at a bad time? I mean, I thought you'd be pleased to see me considering.
I am pleased to see you.
Considering that you only 2 weeks ago proposed to me, I thought...
Well, now, that was a long time ago.
Correct. It was not. Just 2 weeks.
Yes, ancient history.
Godwin?
Amelia, it's not too unpleasant out here, is it? Do you mind if we chat out here for a
Well?
Your father, you were saying.
We are in London to drop off a copy of my play for the Derry Theatre Company.
Not that same nonsensical piece you made me read.
It's a comedy.
You rewrote it then?
No. No, I haven't changed a thing. I'm convinced you don't have a sense of humor. Following that, I chose to simply ignore your criticisms.
So, is that why you're here, to tell me you've decided to ignore my advice?
No, of course not. Well, actually, yes, but that's not all. You aren't going to invite me in, are you? I didn't realize that I had hurt you that much.
Amelia,
I had hoped that we could remain friends, Godwin.
can, I'm sure of that.
Godwin, my purpose for visiting
Mr. Godwin!
Who's that? Oh, I see. You already have company.
Yes, I do.
Madam, forgive the intrusion. I was simply stopping
Miss
along just to...
Alderson, please allow me to introduce to you Mrs. Mary Inlay.
Hello, Miss Alderson.
Emily. Mrs. Emily. Oh, you are the very person I came here to inquire on. Oh, my lady, it is so good to see you. Godwin, why did you not tell me that Mrs. Emily was here?
I might surprise you.
Your reputation precedes you as well, Miss Alderson. I happen to know that we have a few mutual acquaintances, and I dare say your noble friends, Mrs. Inchbald and Mrs. Siddons, have far more than my humble offer.
Oh, they are worthy friends, granted, but you are my greatest teacher, as I have only recently discovered.
I see. You have somehow deduced that I once went by the name of Mary Wollstonecraft.
You made no secret of your relationship to the American. I thought everyone was aware that Miss Wollstonecraft and Mrs. Mary Inlay are one and the same.
No, Godwin, everyone is not aware. Oh, my goodness, how presumptuous of me. Forgive me, Mrs. Wollstonecraft Inlay. It is just that I am so happy to have discovered you're here that I am overwhelmed with emotion. Oh, please, I must sit down. Oh, Godwin, it was our dear friend Mary Hayes who had informed me that she had had tea with the Mrs. Inlay. Oh, when I heard that, a warmth rushed to my heart and then throughout my body. Mary Wollstonecraft's book changed my life. It taught me the importance, the need for women to strengthen their minds and not just to adorn their figures. I have since made learning central to my life.
Good for you, dear.
I had to find you, Mrs. Inlay, but you've moved since then and Mary Hayes is without your new address. However, she frequently mentioned that you visit with Mr. Godwin, another dear friend of mine. What a wonderful coincidence. I thought perhaps Godwin knew where I could find you, and here you are.
Remarkable. Amazing.
That was part of my